In this video, I'm going to show you the easiest strategy on how you can start dropshipping in 2021. Hey, what's going on? My name is George and welcome to another video. If this is your first time here and you want to learn how to build a successful e-commerce business, then start now by subscribing and clicking the bell so you don't miss anything. Alright, so in this video, I'm going to share with you my strategy that I use for my dropshipping businesses. And with this strategy, I was able to generate over $20,000 in a single month. Now, right away, I want to say that this is not your classic way of dropshipping where you sell trendy items from AliExpress. This strategy is something that no one talks about, yet this is one of the best strategies for dropshipping. And this strategy, ladies and gentlemen, is called selling custom digital portraits. So there is a lot to cover, but I'm going to break it down into three different parts. The first part, we're going to talk about what are these custom portraits. The second part, I'm going to talk about why these custom portrait strategy is such a great idea to start dropshipping in 2021. And the third part is I'm going to give you the how, the actual step-by-step of how you can go from idea to actually start making sales. Now, before I go into detail, I do want to say that this is something that I do myself. As I said earlier, I was able to generate over $20,000 in a single month and over $30,000 in 3 months using this strategy. All right, so what are these custom portraits and what is this strategy about? So think about it this way. You are selling custom portraits. People are going to send you photos, give you money, and in return, they're going to expect you to give them an illustration. Now, you might be asking yourself, George, I don't know how to draw. Well, that's not a problem. You know why? Because what we are doing is we are doing drop shipping. Which means that you are not going to be drawing them yourself. Instead, you are going to have people who are going to draw that for a fraction of the price that you're going to be selling to the end customer. Whoa, that's a lot. What do you, break it down. What do you mean? It sounds so complicated. Well, it doesn't. Here's what it basically means. I come to you and I say, hey, listen, I want a custom portrait. And you're going to be like, all right, give me $70 and give me a photo of yourself. I'm like, okay, cool. Here's $70. Here's a photo of myself. What do you do then? You then have an artist, a freelancer. He might be from the Philippines. He might be from wherever. And he is going to draw that for $5 or $10. So you take $70 that I gave you, you subtract 10, and you're left with around $60 profit. Now, the next question is, would anyone actually buy these portraits? To answer that question, let's go on to Etsy.com and let's search for custom portraits. And you can see that if something is selling really well on Etsy and there's demand for that there, then you can be sure that you can sell this on your own website. So I hope I was clear about what is this custom portrait strategy is about. Now we move on to the second part of this video, which is going to cover why this is such a great strategy for you to start dropshipping in 2021. The first reason why this is such an amazing strategy is, as I mentioned earlier, your profit margin is just amazing. People are willing to pay a lot for this kind of illustration because there's a very high perceived value. There are so many artists who can draw these illustrations for $5 or $10, and because these are custom portraits, they have such a high perceived value, you can sell them for $70, $80, even up to $100. The second reason why this is such an amazing strategy is because there is no guesswork involved. You don't need to test many different products like these other people tell you, and you don't need to see, okay, is this product selling or is this not selling? There is no guesswork. All you need to do is you just need to find something that is selling well on Etsy, and then you need to replicate that on your own website. You are only going to be selling portraits that are proven to sell on Etsy. The third reason why this strategy is so amazing is because every dollar that you invest into your business is going to make your business stronger, you're going to have more data, and because you're selling only one product, eventually your lookalikes are going to be so strong and you will be able to have an amazing targeting on Facebook. All right, the fourth reason is that you don't need to jump from product to product to product and continuously look for these trending winning products. You have one product and you sell this product over and over and over. So you don't need to constantly jump from one product to another, testing what works and what doesn't. You can start building a solid business that is going to actually generate you money over a long period of time. You can start building a solid brand and you can have solid brand assets that you can later on sell down the line for a big profit. And this is so important, and I think this is something that people don't understand when they get into dropshipping. Because if you do the classic dropshipping and you're constantly looking for these trending winning products and you're just scaling them and then they burn out and you don't have a business anymore, well, you don't have a business because when your product dies, your business dies. But instead, if you have a proper business where you have a product that you're selling over and over and you're scaling it and people are happy and you have repeat buyers over time, well, that means that the more your customer base is, the more people you have buying over time. This means that the more revenue is coming in all the time and you can really focus on building those systems that are going to enable you to build a proper business that you are going to be able to sell later on down the line for 6 or even 7 figures. All right, so I hope by this point I was able to convince you that this strategy is amazing for many different reasons. And now I would like to jump to the third part of the video where I'm going to give you the how, the actual step-by-step of how you, if you are interested in this, can actually start doing this strategy right now. Let's go! Before I go into the how-to of this strategy and give you the step-by-step, I just want to quickly say that I've been practicing this strategy for quite a while now, and I've actually sold a business that does this strategy. This business is called turnswifty.com. I have a video on my channel about this, so you can check it out after you're done watching this video. But the reason I'm saying this is not to brag, but just to say you that if you encounter any problems or that you're curious to start this strategy and you're looking for some help, for some guidance, then please feel free to reach out to me on Instagram or by email and I'll be glad to help you out. All right, so now this is out of the way, let's start with the third part of this video where I'm going to share with you the step-by-step of what it takes to build a business around these custom portraits. All right, so the first step is that you need to pick a theme. Now, picking a theme is really quite simple if you ask me. What you need to do is you need to simply go to Etsy, you need to search for custom portraits, and there are going to be all these different themes that people are already doing. Don't be afraid and think to yourself that, oh, if someone else is doing, then they're already taking all of the traffic and you won't be able to sell it. It's actually the opposite. If someone is selling it, that means that it's selling, and trust me, they don't have 100% of the market. They have a very small percent of the market that they are reaching with that theme. So what you want to do is you want to look at this page, you want to see what you want to do, and you want to pick one theme that you want to focus on. Now, once you pick a theme, the next thing you want to do is you want to figure out right away what are your keywords that you are going to be targeting in search engine optimization and in Google Ads. This is very important right away because this is going to remove all of the guesswork later on when you're going to start thinking about your traffic. The second step is you need to build the website. Now, my advice to you is that keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate things. Just keep it simple. Oh, and by the way, an application that I would like to recommend you is called Bold Options. This application is going to allow you to have all of the different variants and boxes and check boxes on your product page. So it's an amazing application if you're going to be doing this strategy. The third step is to find an artist. You want to find an artist who is going to create content for your website and for your social medias, and also who is going to be actually drawing your first orders. You might be asking yourself, how do I find an artist? And that is very simple. You either go to Fiverr, Instagram, or Upwork, and you search for digital illustration. You reach out to the artist and you say, hey, listen, I'm launching a new project. I need an artist who is going to be leading all of the designs. Would you like to join our team? And this is the pay. You reach out to 3, 4, 5 different artists and promise me one of them is going to be super interested and he is going to accept your rate. You are going to very like his style. You're going to connect and he's going to become your guy for all of the illustrations on your website and in your business. Number 4, once you find an artist, the next step is to create your own original content. And this is so important. Please, if you're going to be doing this, you're going to be very tempted to steal content from others. Let's say, for example, that you found a style on Etsy that you like, and you think to yourself, okay, well, I'm just gonna create a website and I'm going to steal those images from Etsy. Please don't do that. You know why? Because I did that myself and Google doesn't like that. So you won't be able to advertise with Google. Take the extra mile, create your own content, and trust me, you are going to be better off later on down the line. Number 5, you need to populate your website, your Instagram, and Facebook page with the content that you're going to create. You want to make it look like the business is alive. You don't want to have an empty Facebook page. You don't want to have an empty Instagram page. Whatever content you're going to create, the product images, the banners, whatever, just post it on your Instagram and on your Facebook. The point here is that you want to populate your website and your social media accounts with content so it looks like the business is actually alive. Number 6, and this is a very, very interesting and fun part. This is where you have everything set up, and this is where you're going to start buying traffic, buying ads, and this is where people are going to go into your website, start messaging you, asking you questions, and hopefully they're going to start buying from you. Now, when it comes to traffic, I recommend you focus on 3 main traffic sources. Number 1, you want to focus on search engine optimization. And this is so important because you can be spending all of this money on advertising, but if you don't invest money into search engine optimization, you really don't have a business because people won't be able to find your business organically. And matter of fact, if you don't have your website ranking for keywords, then you don't really have a business because you are always relying on paid advertising. And instead, what you want to do is you want to focus on search engine optimization from day one, and you want to focus on ranking for keywords. So people are going to be looking for your business, looking for your product or service, organically finding you and buying you, because this is going to give you the best kind of revenue you can possibly hope for. The thing about search engine optimization is that you are not going to see a direct response from this. So you're going to start spending money every week and people are most likely not going to start buying right away. But don't get tricked by it, because in 1 year time, once your website starts ranking for keywords, you are going to have people visiting your website organically and buying. And then search engine optimization is going to start paying off. And the longer your business exists, the better you're going to become at search engine, the higher your domain authority is going to be, and the higher Google is going to rank you for these keywords, and the more traffic you're going to get organically. The second traffic source that you want to do is Google Ads. So since we're selling digital custom portraits, we won't be able to do shopping ads, but we can still do search ads. And if you remember at the beginning of the video, I told you that you should figure out what are your keywords. And this is the part where you're going to use those keywords. So when you're going to be doing Google Ads, you wanna target those keywords and you wanna see which keywords are going to be driving your sales and which keywords are just gonna be spending money and not driving sales. But basically, Google Search Ads is that whenever people are going to be searching for your product, you're going to be up there in the first position. The third traffic source that you wanna focus on is, of course, Facebook and Instagram advertising. I'm not going to go too much depth about Facebook ads, but I do want to quickly say that for this particular strategy, these custom portraits, something that is proven to work is called UGC, or in other words, user-generated content. So this is just very unprofessional video that the end user records and you use as an advertising. So for example, you have a video of a person opening up the box with his custom portrait, expressing emotions, and you can use that video to show people in their feeds or in their stories, and this is actually proven to work very, very well for these custom portrait strategy. Besides UGC videos, I also recommend you try carousel ads and static image ads. And the seventh point is that you want to make sure that you have a pixel on your website and that every dollar that you're spending on advertising, you are collecting those information from those visitors, and that you will be able to retarget them, and that you will be able to build strong lookalike once you have a lot of data. And this ties into this point of that you really need to focus on the long term. Don't think of your business as these drop shipping gurus tell you on YouTube, where you are going to be just scaling a winning product, and then once that product is dead, your business is dead as well. That's not how it goes. With this strategy is that the more you work, the longer you're in business, the stronger your business is going to become, because you're going to have more customer base, your lookalikes are going to be stronger, your retargeting pool is going to be stronger, you're going to have more emails, you will be able to leverage email marketing, and over time, your revenue is going to grow significantly. And once you're at a point where you have a solid business generating money every single month, that's when you can start thinking about exiting your business for a very handsome profit. And this is exactly how I was able to generate over $20,000 in a single month. As I said earlier in this video, if you need help with this strategy, then please feel free to reach out to me directly, either on Instagram or by email, and we can discuss the ways that I can actually help you. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give me a thumbs up, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and as usual, I want to thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.